a quarrel with servants fit in, oh, belong, tried categorizes. So this is specifically speaking that gender discrimination is quite palpable, as we often come across a passage on child's development theory. But we know that in our society, for a girl, puberty is frightening age when alarming things happen to her body. For a boy, quite contrary, that it is an age of self-assertion, of growing confidence in himself, and his outlook to the world around. His physical changes are source of happiness and pride. So gender is a critical term these days related to theory as well as to the types of literature. Ruskin Bond, the most loved prolific Indian writer of the British descent, quite surprisingly in the lines of traditional patriarchy, creates gender discriminatory studies in his short stories as well as in his novellas. We note Sushana's seven husbands, that has been made a movie where Priyanka Chopra is the heroine. So Sushana has been depicted in quite negative shades in the eponymous mysterious story, Sushana's seven husbands. Similarly, Sushila in the story, time stops at Samli, commits adultery. Rani, in a case for Inspector Lal, is a gruesome villainous woman character. So Rani, we know, is a villainous woman who calls Kusum to her house and offers to her tea and sweets. Mr. Kapoor, a customer of Rani who has paid a visit, starts harassing Kusum. So harassment of the girls is quite common in Indian scenario nowadays. Scared by Kapoor's amorous advance, Kusum slips away, makes a rush for the door, but Rani catches her, pushes her back into the room. Kusum seizes an axe, and in panic she brings the axe down across Rani's head. The act of the murder by Kusum is done in self-defense. She is not a murderer. Rani receives what she desires. The Inspector Lal does nothing even after discovering the truth. He tells the narrator, I did absolutely nothing. I couldn't have touched her spirit. Kamatlal reminds why the case was closed. It was dangerous, I knew, to allow a woman so pretty to live almost alone, unprotected. So a woman is quite defenseless when she is alone and unprotected, and to run unrestrained about the grounds. And in a censorious society, the present society is quite censorious nowadays for women. She would be made to suffer if she spent too much time in my company. This is an extract from the story of Madhu by Ruskin Bond. So longing for affection might even compromise and satisfy with chance association. That's how a soft voice marked its presence for feeling that brooding vacuum of Arun's longing for motherly love. The ideal personality of affectionate mother figure was introduced in the form of woman's character by the author. I saw a pale-faced and dark-kind eyes. She owned no jewels. She was dressed very simply in a white sari. So white sari is the emblem of the sacrifice for a mother. It was my boarding year in the school, and I was sitting at platform number 8 at Ambala station, waiting for the northern bound train. I think I was about 12 at the time. My parents considered me old enough to travel alone. Now there was wait till midnight before my train arrived. This is the next excerpt from the woman on platform number 8. So here we come to know that a woman is always defenseless, but a boy, quite in tender age, that feels quite proud of being alone as a traveler. in any mode of conveyance. So this is our society that we see quite contrary for a girl that the couple who saw her off was probably her parents. They seemed very anxious about her comfort. And the woman gave the girl detailed instructions as to where to keep their things, when not to lean out of windows, and how to avoid speaking to strangers. So our elders always tutor for the girls when they are alone in outside. This is an excerpt from the eyes of it. So in gender discriminatory theory, we come to know that in Ruskin Bond's short stories, we see that the ambivalent attitudes to women and the girls in the short stories as well as the novellas of Ruskin Bonds. That's all for today. Thank you all.
Thank you. Now I will invite